Halsted Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Well, it's officially win or go home between Hillsborough Central Valley and Gardner. And they might be sick of seeing each other because it's the fourth time the Blue Sox and Express have seen each other in the summer of 2021. And it'll be the final time they square off here at Northern Cass School. Hello, welcome to the broadcast booth, everyone. I'm Derek Zimmerman-Geyer, President of the Village, joining you for the last contest of today here in the District 6 North Dakota Legion Baseball Tournament. Preston, we are now on our, fourth Hillsborough Central Valley baseball game. We've seen the ups, we've seen the downs, and we've seen some home runs launched over in left field. We've seen a bit of everything. And now we'll see deja vu once again between Gardner and HCV, especially on a day just an hour ago with Mayport CG and Thompson and a short rain delay, just like the storm delay on Monday. It's been a long one, hasn't it, Preston?
Yeah, I think I've been with you too long.
I'm sure Gardner has that to say about Hillsborough Central Valley, the fact that the Express are 0-3 versus the Blue Sox this summer. Let's recap this District 6 bracket so far, right from the get-go at 11 a.m. on Monday. And as we said, deja vu, HCV took down Gardner 5-3 on Monday. After that, Hillsborough Central Valley lost by the score of 13-3 versus Mayport ZG, who just defeated Thompson 11-5. Thompson took down Oak Grove 14-4. After that, Hatton Northwood defeated Hope Finley 10-4. Later on, Hope Finley lost out to Oak Grove 11-1, and then later on, Oak Grove today lost to Hillsborough Central Valley 8-5 in a comeback victory that broke the tie for the Blue Sox. On the other side of the winner's bracket, Thompson defeated Hatton Northwood and moved on to lose to Mayport CG. So Thompson will take on tomorrow whoever wins tonight's game between the Blue Sox and the Express. Whether it's going to be 4 in a row for the Sox or lucky number 4, if that's a real thing, for the Express, we'll find out coming up as we begin our Irie Insurance pregame show. For all your insurance needs, visit Irie Insurance online at irieins.com. No infield will be taken today as it's been a long day here at Northern Cass School. We'll take a break and come back, and we'll break down the American Crystal Sugar starting lineups after this on yourliveevent.com.
Every business has its special needs and its own unique set of challenges. That's why we treat your business just like ours, to make sure you are covered right. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and our agents have seen it all, and one slip-up can take a small business years to recover from. That's why it's so important for a small business to work with an insurance company that can save them money but also make sure they are protected. If you own a small business, we would like to work for you. Go to IrieInsurance.com to find a local agent near you.
RDK Enterprises, Hillsborough and Drayton announces their summer discounts and programs are now available. Contact RDK Enterprises, Hillsborough and Drayton for more details, 701-636-2119, or visit them at their locations. It's time to start thinking about Plant 22. Your precision planting dealer, RDK Enterprises, Hillsborough and Drayton. Summer programs and discounts now available. It pays to plant with precision.
Welcome back to yourliveevent.com. Looks like we're just moments away for first pitch and our final baseball contest of District 6 Legion Tournament play for day number 3 and technically round number 2. This one's set for deja vu between Hillsborough Central Valley and Gardner. Winner goes on and loser goes home and prepares for high school athletics. Preston, let's talk about Hillsborough Central Valley in their game against Oak Grove. 7 swipes of the bags on 7 attempts and 2 home runs, 3 in this tournament. They are just bringing everything to the table, aren't they?
Yeah, you might say they're bringing the rain down.
The rain has come down. The rain has come down today just slightly. I believe it's about around 82 degrees with humidity in the 80% range. It's been humid all week long here this Wednesday afternoon. And then cloudy with some signs of the sun every now and then, some smoke around the area as well here in rural Hunter, North Dakota. Looking back at this previous game for Hillsborough Central Valley, good effort on the mound from both Peyton Belials and Cole Hebel. Belials with 3 strikeouts, and Hebel follows up with 4 of his own in a game that where the Blue Sox and 2 of their wins haven't played down to their competition because Coach Nathan Walsh believes the top 5 seeds in this tournament can win the tourney the way they've been playing.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely showed. I mean, most of the scores between the top 5 have been really close games. I mean, when you look at the last time these two faced earlier in the tournament, I mean, it was only a 5-3 game. So, yeah.
In that 5-3 game, the Sox trailed 3-2 going into the 5th inning. They came out with that lead at 5-3 thanks to a 2-run double by Gannon Lemke. 3 runs in that that bottom of the 5th. And then they had a bottom of the 5th explosion once again earlier this afternoon with 3 more runs.
Yeah, they definitely know how to rally late. They know when they need to get the bats going.
A furious 5th inning for the Blue Sox. Looks like we're still just moments away. The lines being repainted by the crew here at Northern Cass High School. We'll take one more break and come back for our American Crystal Sugar starting lineups after this, along with the first pitch.
Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsborough. For when you need repair work done on your vehicle, need an oil change, need new tires or tire repair, visit Sorum Oil Company in Hillsborough. They fill LP tanks, bulk delivery of your home heating or farm fuels, and carry batteries. Call your locally owned full-service gas station, Sorum Oil Company in Hillsborough, 701-636-5356. Brad, Jody, and Blake Sorum thank you for your business, and they look forward to continue serving you at Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsborough.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, Broadband Voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
Summer is a time for enjoying the outdoors and having fun in the warm weather. American Crystal Sugar reminds you of some tips to keep you safe during the summertime. When working or playing in the hot weather, be sure to stay hydrated, take extra breaks, and drink lots of water. Use sunscreen and apply frequently. Wear light, loose-fitting clothing. Wear sunglasses to protect your eyes. And if possible, wear a wide-brim hat to bring more shade cover. Never leave children or pets alone in vehicles. Summer safety reminders from American Crystal Sugar Company. You may know that Big Tex Trailers already offers you industry-leading features like mega ramps, HD suspension, and the all-new hydraulic dovetail. Every time you hook on, know that your Big Tex is up for the job. See Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough to find out what owning a Big Tex can do for you. Shop the full line of Big Tex products from ATV trailers to goosenecks to dump trailers and more. Visit your Big Tex dealer, Bloomfield Enterprises, Hillsborough. Contact him at 701-430-0877.
At the City of Hillsborough, we're here to power the moments of summer. Whether you're spending the afternoon at the pool, taking in extra innings at the ball game, or lighting up the backyard barbecue, the City of Hillsborough works behind the scenes to power all of summer's special moments. We hope you enjoy them all as we continue to provide safe, reliable, and affordable electricity. The City of Hillsborough, we power on.
The wait is over. The tournament a tad behind schedule, but let's get to our American Crystal Sugar starting lineups. Learn more about American Crystal Sugar, including career opportunities online at crystalsugar.com. Let's look at the defense first for Hillsborough Central Valley. On the mound with a 2-0 record this summer and a 2.56 ERA, Andrew Doom, who has caught all 3 games so far for the Blue Sox. This time behind the dish at the plate is Peyton Belials. He'll be catching this evening. Cole Hebel's at first base. Nathan Walsh, of course, at second. Aaron Johnson back at short. Devin Johnson at third. Across the outfield, it goes Gannon Lemke in left. Gavin Belials in center. And Nathan Rage back in right field. He will not be batting as Alec Magnuson is designated hitter hitting for Rage. Once again, Doom, Belials, Hebel, Walsh, Johnson, Devin Johnson, Aaron Johnson on the left side of the field. Lemke, Belials, Rage, left to right is your outfield for the Hillsborough Central Valley Blue Sox, coached by Nathan Walsh and Garth Lemke. They sit at 17-9-1 this summer. Moving on to the Gardner Express, who are 0-3 versus HCV this summer. They look like this. Jack Metzger's on the mound. Nick Shatsky's out in center field leading off. Jacob Larson out in left field batting second. Keegan Neva at shortstop in the third spot. Jack Metzger bats cleanup and is pitching this game. He pitched earlier this morning. Cam Van Wetschel is at first base. Carter Oslin at third batting sixth. Batting seventh, Aaron Busnick at second base. Number 33, Ryan Matthews out in right field. And Tim Mayer rounding it out at the catching position. Guaranteed here in the top of the first inning is Nick Shatsky, Jacob Larson, and Keegan Neva. And it looks like we are just about ready to go with the first pitch from Doom on its way for ball one high at 6:26 p.m.
So I got a question for you, Derek.
Spit it.
If this is only slightly behind, what's way behind?
Way behind.
What qualifies as way behind on the schedule?
I'd say 1 more hour after this, we have more delay. 1-1 count. That one finds his own against Shatsky, who started off this tournament with a leadoff triple against Aaron Johnson in game number 1 on Monday. Swing and foul tip right there, 1-2. Like I said, Shatsky, a triple last time out against the Blue Sox. Doom 2-0 this summer, ahead 1-2 in the count. Looking for the punch out, gets a swift right there, dropped by Belials, thrown over in time to Hebo for out number 1. First K of the day for Andrew Doom, picked up to go 2-3. Jacob Larson steps in. On the season, pitching-wise as well, for Andrew Doom, comes into the tournament with 14 strikeouts, make that 15. First pitch to Larson is outside of the zone, 1-0. Larson 1 for 3 on Monday against HCV. He cracks that one to second, picked up by Walsh on a liner, throws it over in time to Hebo for out number 2. Quick 2 outs for Doom and the Sox. Brings on Keegan Neva with 2 down. Neva 0 for 3 on Monday. Neva a ground out and 2 pop outs. He's playing out at shortstop. Where's number 2? A righty-righty matchup. Doom kicks and deals, misses down in the zone, 1-0. Both Peyton and Gavin Belials have pitched this tournament, as well as Aaron Johnson. First time for Doom in District 6 tourney play. That one misses outside, gets away from Peyton Belials. 2-0 is the count.
But hey, that's not always a bad thing. That means the other team doesn't have a scouting report on like what he throws, all that kind of stuff.
He's been behind the plate the entire time. He would know better than anybody else. This one shot to center field. This should be playable by Belials, and it drops right in front of him. He tried to slide for it, and it's a 2-out knock for Neva. Neva's on with 2 down at first base after going hitless against HCV on Monday. Jack Metzger steps in. He's 1 for 2 against Hillsborough Central Valley in this tournament. He had a triple as well in the first inning on Monday, as well as a strikeout and a walk. Good lead by Neva at first. He goes. Throw from Payne Belials on its way, and it is in time. Payne Belials, Andrew Doom, it doesn't matter. You cannot run on the Blue Sox here in District 6. The side is retired. 1, 2, 3, and Neva is thrown out. Metzger still at the plate. Half of one inning played, scoreless. We head to the bottom half of the first. Number 4 seed, Hillsborough Central Valley, goes to the plate after this on YourLiveEvent.com.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles Hillsborough. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles Hillsborough. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey swatch autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. They're open Saturdays 10 to 5. Call anytime 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles Hillsborough.
You can count on Beth Teagues at Hankinson Insurance to be a team player. Beth has over 30 years of experience as an independent agent. She can match each client with the company that offers the best fit for their unique personal and commercial, auto, home, farm, business, crop, hail, and life insurance needs. Auto owners, Farmers Alliance, Grinnell Mutual, Northwest GF Mutual, Progressive, State Auto, and others. Call Hankinson Insurance at 701-242-7822. Best of luck to all area teams and players.
Bottom of the first, guaranteed for Hillsborough Central Valley. Peyton Belials, Braden Walsh, Cole Hebel, any of them reach. Aaron Johnson on the mound for Gardner. Jack Metzger, he pitched 3 innings this morning. Tim Mayer behind the plate at catcher. Cam Van Wetchel at first. Aaron Busnick at second. Keegan Neva at short. Carter Oslin at third. Jacob Larson at left. Nick Shatsky out in center. And Ryan Matthews in right. Andrew Doohan batting 5th, Devin Johnson batting 6th, Gaten Lemke 7th, Alec Magnuson 8th, and Gavin Belials 9th for Hillsborough Central Valley, who swiped 7 bags earlier this afternoon and smashed 2 home runs, one by Cole Hebel, one by Alec Magnuson. Peyton Belials leads off. First pitch takes a big rip, no contact, 0-1-1.
Looks like we got another lefty on the mound, too.
Metzger, we saw a little bit of Metzger in that game on Monday. Belial in the tournament 1 for 9. His first hit of the tourney came earlier, and he has another one right there off the glove at second base of Busnick, and it's a leadoff single for Peyton Belials. Make that 2 for 10 for Peyton this tournament. 1 on, nobody out to lead things off in the bottom half of the first.
Like last game, it's pretty safe to assume he'll probably be going here.
He swiped 3 bags, I sure would hope so. I believe he's 19 for 19.
Something like that. So.
This summer, he has been absolutely ablaze, and he does a little
He has to be careful here,
pump
though.
fake.
That left-handed pitcher can do it.
And right there,
a little slicker pickoff move.
On cue, Metzger looks for Belials. Belials back in safely. He's taken a beating this tournament. We've talked about it. A collision at second on Monday. Collision at the plate on Tuesday. Has taken a few lumps and bruises, but he's still standing tall. First pitch bunt put down by Jacob Larson. And now a throw over by third is in time. And Belial is going to push his luck over to third. And he's going to be tagged out. It's a double play.
I think that's the first time I've seen Belials get tagged out on the bases.
Walsh put the bunt down. It's picked up nicely by Oslin at third. He goes to first to Van Wetchel, and Van Wetchel goes back to third, and it's Neva. It goes 5-3.
Yeah, that was perfectly played by Gardner right there. I mean, they were able to make it a quick play, and then the first baseman was able to make a great throw across the diamond in order to get Biles.
5-3-5 on that play. And just like that, 2 out after that double play. Big swing and a miss right there by Cole Hebel. It's 1-1. He had a 2-run blast at this time in the bottom of the first inning earlier today. That plated him and Braden Walsh. 2 outs, 1-1 to Hebel, up high.
So the question is, Derek, will he do it again?
The way he mashed that one to right center field earlier, he pulled it, and he shot it through the wind blowing to the left and more inwards towards us. He has the power to do so with the frame he possesses. It's a 2-1 count in Hebel's favor. That one inside for a 3-1 advantage.
Gotta imagine he's looking for one pitch here. My guess is he's probably sitting fastball here. If Gardner throws a baseball, or not a baseball, breaking ball here.
He went with the fastball, and he finds the mark down the middle, 3-2 against Hebel, who is red hot Hebel, 6 for 8 this tournament with 2 home runs to his credit.
Yeah,
4 runs scored as well.
He's just been super impressive.
Payoff pitch, foul back, will do it again. On deck is Aaron Johnson. In the hole, Andrew Duham. Metzger fixes his belt. Gardner, the 5 seed. Hillsborough Central Valley, the 4 seed. Neck and neck. Payoff pitch once again from Metzger. Winds and kicks. That one just taken outside, and it's a 2-out walk for Cole Hebel. First base on balls issued by Metzger. Aaron Johnson steps in from the right side, so we just saw a rare lefty-lefty matchup, as we've touched on here in the North Dakota Legion area.
I don't know if we could call them rare anymore. We've had
Well,
about,
these are the same kids. It's
seems
not like
we've had about a dozen already this tournament.
Hebel went first. Johnson, first offering, taken for strike 1 at the numbers. Johnson, 2 for 7 this tournament, 4 strikeouts, has been hit by 2 pitches as well. 0-1 on Johnson. Metzger evens it up with a 1-1 count. That one misses just a bit outside. We've seen a 5-3-5 double play off the bunt attempt from Braden Walsh earlier this inning. Another pitch. This one's lifted to left. This one has a chance to go to the wall, and it's foul. Had the distance, but it's just a long strike, too.
Had a very high hop, too, that actually hopped over the fence, it looked like.
1-2 count on Johnson. Johnson this season, 1 home run. On the card, he's number 12, but in this black pinstripe jersey, he's number 22. Now he has another high ball out to center field, left center field, playable by Shotsky, and he takes it for the 3rd out. In the inning, 1 hit, 1 walk, 1 runner left on for the Blue Sox. We head to the 2nd, still scoreless between Gardner and HCV on the Tim Kazant seat sale scoreboard.
The service from Hillsborough Dairy is fantastic. It is reliable and the products are quality and fresh. Milk products delivered right to your door like we do at our home. Milk products, juices, cheese products, cream products, yogurt, cottage cheese, butter, margarine, non-dairy items, frozen entrees, frozen chicken, seafood, frozen soup, fettings, bread, bakery boy, frozen doughs, frozen appetizers, all available from Hillsborough Dairy, delivering right to your door. Call the Utter Guy, 701-436-5877.
Every business has its special needs and its own unique set of challenges. That's why we treat your business just like ours, to make sure you are covered right. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and our agents have seen it all, and one slip-up can take a small business years to recover from. That's why it's so important for a small business to work with an insurance company that can save them money but also make sure they are protected. If you own a small business, we would like to work for you. Go to IrieInsurance.com to find a local agent near you.
Duham back on the mound for the top of the 2nd inning, scoreless between the Blue Sox and the Express. On the Tim Kazant seat sale scoreboard, only 10 pitches needed by Duham in his frame early on. He's 2-0 this season. In this inning, he'll face Jack Metzger, Cam Van Wetchel, and Carter Oslin. Seen some nice, shiny defensive plays early on with a double play and then a throw-off, pick-off attempt for Paintball Isles that gunned down Keegan Neva back in the top of the 1st. First pitch to Larson is taken for strike 1. Excuse me, Metzger. 0-1 on him. Metzger was left at the plate after Neva was thrown out. He has a triple against the Sox. He takes ball 1 in the dirt, 1-1. Looks like at shortstop, Aaron Johnson playing a bit deep, about 7 feet short of the grass in left field. Out in second, Walsh is in outfield. This one, half swing, does not go around. We have appeal to the first base ump, and he did go. 1-2 now on Metzger, hitting for contact. That triple he sent out on Monday went to right center field. 1-2 from Doom. This one goes to left field, and it goes right into the glove of Gannon Lemke for out number 1. Didn't have to move at all. A can of corn play. For out number 1 brings on Cam Van Wetchel, who I believe was wearing a Giannis Antetokounmpo jersey pregame, trying to channel his inner comeback spirit as the Milwaukee Bucks won their first NBA Finals in 50 years thanks to the Greek Freaks' 50-point dub. First pitch, strike down the middle against Van Wetchel. Duham with a quick pace here against Cam. Quickly now on the 0-1, down in the dirt, 1-1. Van Wetchel on Monday against the Sox, 0-2, a strikeout and a run scored. He struck out twice in that game. 1-1 on its way from Duham. High, 2 balls, 1 strike. Something Hillsborough Central Valley does well when they win. They don't walk a lot of batters. Only 3 in the previous game earlier today. That one misses. 3-1 on Van Wetchel. Playing at first base today, wearing 1-7. Righty-righty matchup. The white on white jerseys for the Express. Here's the 3-1. High, and it's a 5-pitch walk. 1 man on, 1 out for the Express. First walk issued today by Andrew Duham. Both teams with a hit and a walk apiece, tit for tat here early on. Brings on Carter Oslin, third baseman, number 10, who was a part of that 5-3-5 double play back in the bottom of the first. Oslin on Monday batted 1 for 3. He also struck out. Pickoff attempt back in time is Van Wetchel. Oslin with a single and a strikeout on Monday. He also popped out to the shortstop. Oslin lines it foul to the left side, and Coach Nick Nelson can't make the play barehanded. 0-1.
Of course, you hear some screams from the dugout telling him to get in front of that.
Don't give me this Olay, Dorn. 0-1 on Oslin. Van Wetchel at first. He stays put. Swing, no contact. 0-2 advantage. Duham over Oslin. 1 strikeout so far for Duham, courtesy of Nick Shotsky early on in the top of the first. 0-2 count from Duham. That one just hits the mark, runs down the pipe for called strike 3 against Oslin. Second of the day for Duham.
Wouldn't be if sometime at some point this at bat you maybe see a hit and run. I mean, 2 outs down, runner on first. Might not hurt a little bit.
This brings on Aaron Busnick. See what he can do. Pickoff attempt once again at first. Back safely as Van Wetchel. Busnick batted 9th this time on Monday. He's batting 7th today. Pitch to him is taken outside, ball 1. Busnick 0 for 3 on the day on Monday with a strikeout looking. That was versus Aaron Johnson, who went 6 2/3. Another pickoff attempt. This one gets past Hebel. Van Wetchel on his high horse is second. He'll be in scoring position. He stays put and puts on the brakes. Man at second with 2 out for Gardner. 1-0 count still on Aaron Busnick, the second baseman. First error of the day for HCV. This one comes from Duham. It's an E1, and now he's motioning Peyton Belials to come chat with him. Something may be wrong with his glove. Took it off for a second. They covered their mouths, and just like that, it's over. Still 1-0, only 1 pitch to Busnick. At second is Van Wetchel after the E1 from Duham.
Big at bat here for Gardner. I mean, I'm sure they're going to want to be the ones to strike first, even though Hillsborough seems to be the kings at coming back from being down.
Have done that earlier this week. This one down in the zone and makes the call at 1-0-1. On that strike 3 called against Carter Oslin, a delayed reaction from the umpire. But that one was right down the pipe. 1-1 count, this time on Busnick. Pitch is in the dirt. Can't get the frame job from Belials. 2-1. Van Wetchel at second after the error. HCV only had one earlier today. They had 5 on Tuesday. Here's Duham's pitch. Popped up on the infield. It should be playable by Hebel. Walsh will call him off, and that retires aside and strands an Express player on the base paths. In the inning, 1 walk, no runs, no hits, one error, and 1 man left on. Still scoreless through 1.5 between Gardner and HCV. We'll be right back with the bottom of the second with your Tim Seat Sale scoreboard.
RDK Enterprises, Hillsboro and Drayton announces their summer discounts and programs are now available. Contact RDK Enterprises, Hillsboro and Drayton for more details, 701-636-2119, or visit them at their locations. It's time to start thinking about Plant 22. Your precision planting dealer, RDK Enterprises, Hillsboro and Drayton. Summer programs and discounts now available. It pays to plant with precision.
Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsboro. For when you need repair work done on your vehicle, need an oil change, need new tires or tire repair, visit Sorum Oil Company in Hillsboro. They fill LP tanks, bulk delivery of your home heating or farm fuels, and carry batteries. Call your locally owned full-service gas station, Sorum Oil Company in Hillsboro, 701-636-5356. Brad, Jody, and Blake Sorum thank you for your business, and they look forward to continue serving you at Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsboro.
Time for the bottom of the second inning on the Tim Seat Sale scoreboard. Still scoreless between Hillsboro Central Valley and Gardner. Andrew Doom sets in against Metzger and takes ball 1 low. Doom this tournament, if we can find him, batting 0 for 7 at the plate. And he might find his first base hit right there. Fielded by Neva at short, and now he's 0 for 8. Throw inside the Van Wetchel. Nice backhand play by Keegan Neva. 6-3 it goes. It brings on Devin Johnson. Gannon Lemke steps in 2 for 8 on the tournament. 1 double, 2 RBI, 1 single, 1 run scored, and 2 strikeouts. Jumped ahead of Devin Johnson. Devin Johnson steps in with 1 out, and he takes strike 1. Devin Johnson this tournament, 2 for 8, 2 RBI, 4 strikeouts, and 1 single. Lemke is on deck. 0-1 count in favor of Metzger. He kicks and deals right down the middle once again. Quickly 0-2 on Devin Johnson, who has a broken right middle finger in his pitching hand. He didn't get out of the first inning and record 1 out on Tuesday versus Mayport CG. That one misses outside, 1-2. Metzger with 1 walk. No strikeouts so far. The 1-2. That's outside again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. After that 6-3 play, Metzger back on the rubber. Gets the sign he likes, nods, kicks, deals. 2-2 is chopped. Over to third, picked up, bobbled by Oslin. Collects himself and fires for the 2nd out. Nice composure there from Carter Oslin to continue the play. A little bit of a chippy chop right there. 2 out for Gannon Lemke to work with. As I was saying with Gannon Lemke, 2 for 8 on the tournament. That 1 double and 2 RBI he has. A 2-run double to give HCV the lead back on Monday in the 5th inning versus the Express. And he goes to left field with a hot shot to left, right through the hole with a 2-out knock. Lemke 1 for 1, 2nd hit of the day for HCV. 1 on, 2 out for Alec Magnuson. And everyone hold your breath. Alec has 2 home runs in the District 6 tournament. 3 for 8, 2 homers, 2 RBIs, 2 runs. Both came on 2 swings. He also has a single, a walk, and a strikeout for big number 14.
Yeah, he's just been really impressive these past few games. I mean, he has lots of power.
Ball 1 high. He has power, but Coach Nathan Walsh was talking about he was finding his angles and he was able to elevate instead of hitting line drives. He has changed his approach. This one, he pushes it to the right side, popped up out of play, for a long strike one.
So he's been working on his launch angle.
Launch angle. That last home run he had earlier today, that wasn't even high. It was just absolutely obliterated on a line. 1-1 count. Metzger, Lemke at first. Magnuson, foul tips that to the backstop. 1-2.
By the sounds of it, him and Josh Donaldson would be best friends. They both take the launch angle approach to hitting.
He has a crispy and pure stroke at the plate. 1-2 from Metzger to Magnuson. Fouls it off once again and gets out of play. We'll do 1-2 once again. Lemke on first base after the 2-out poke through the hole at left. Magnuson, the designated hitter, has played that spot, hit that spot all tournament long. He fouls it off to the same spot once again. Now we got some foul fielders out there. Magnuson has gone to that spot out of play 3 straight pitches. Once again, it's 1-2.
Really giving them kids some exercise out over there.
Magnuson wants to exercise this one over the fence. Instead, he does it once again. This one's going to the parking lot. It looks like everyone's good over there insurance-wise. Still 1-2.
I think every time you see a foul ball go over to the parking lot, you hear everyone in the crowd hold their breath.
1-2. Hold your breath right here. This one high. Had some off speed to it. 2-2 is the count. Gavin Beliles is on deck. Peyton Beliles in the hole. Metzger onto the rubber in the stretch. Looks at Lemke. Now comes home. This one just missed, and it's full at 3-2.
Not a bad pitch there. Just didn't get the call.
On Monday, some of the calls are being called down by the shoelaces. Looks like they've tightened it up just a tad bit. Here's Metzger's payoff pitch to Magnuson. This one's in the zone, down low. Lemke takes second base. Lemke was going to take off anyway. It's a walk on a 3-2 count for Magnuson. His second of the tournament brings on Gavin Beliles. Second walk issued this afternoon by Metzger. Gavin Beliles is 1 for 3. He batted for the first time earlier this afternoon. 1 run, 1 strikeout, a single to his credit.
Came up pretty clutch at the bottom of the order for him last game.
Takes ball 1. He sure did. He had a single in the third inning, a part of that 2-run inning for the Sox. Here's the 1-0 to Gavin. He rips that to third base, picked up by Oslin, fires, and on a hop gets away by Van Wetschel. Racing around is Lemke, comes home to score 1-0 HCV. Runners at second and third here with 2 outs in the bottom of the second. Oslin kind of rushed himself there, and Van Wetschel couldn't field it off the pick. That goes down as an E5. First today for Gardner. 1-0. E5, Beliles is on first, or now second, with Magnuson at third. Springs on, Peyton Beliles, still 2 outs. HCV with the lead. Takes strike 1, right at the numbers.
Hillsborough able to do some 2-out damage over here.
They've been doing that a lot in this tournament. Metzger 0-1 is a hair high, 1-1. 1-0 ball game here early. First blood by Hillsborough Central Valley on the Tim Kazant seed sales scoreboard. Metzger's 1-1 to Peyton is fouled off to the parking lot. 1-2.
And I mean, we haven't been preaching this enough, I don't think. I mean, when you've been looking at all the games we've broadcasted on here, it seems it always comes down to errors and walks.
Especially in Tuesday's game, Hillsborough Central Valley committed 5 errors against Mayport CG. Peyton Beliles was 1 for 3. And earlier today, he jams that to the right side to his own dugout. Still 1-2. Beliles was 1 for 3 earlier today against Oak Grove with an RBI single and 2 runs scored. And like we said, 3 stolen bags. Almost half of the Sox stolen bags with a total of 7 as a team. 1-2 from Metzger, 2 out to Beliles. That one just again misses outside the zone, 2-2. Both Belials
Getting a little moan from the crowd.
And Magnuson getting close calls there. 2-2. Ripped right towards the Gardner dugout now. Still 2-2. Belials taking shots at everybody in foul territory. Belials 2 for 10 in this tournament. Just his second hit in District 6. Issued earlier this game. Here's a 2-2 for Metzger. Popped up on the infield to get out of play on the right side, past the fence to the tree line, and once again, 2-2 we go. Twos across the board, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the second inning with 1 run on the board in favor of the Blue Sox. Metzger takes his time. Looks like we got foul balls back to home plate. 2 runners on at second and third. Magnuson and Gavin Belials. To pay Belials, the 2-2. Ripped to right and on a hop over to Busnick. He throws in time to Van Wetchel, and the side is retired. But not after 1 hit, 1 walk, equal 1 run for Hillsborough Central Valley. An error as well goes unearned to Jack Metzger. After 2 innings, HCV on top of Gardner, 1-0 on the Tim Kazant seat sale scoreboard.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
Top of the third inning, 1-0. Hillsborough Central Valley leads Gardner on the Tim Kazant seat sale scoreboard, 701-430-0877. Thanks to Tim Kazant Seed Sales for their sponsorship here with YourLiveEvent.com and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, powered by Halstead Telephone Company. We're in the top of the third in favor of HCV in round number 4 between HCV and Gardner in winner go home time in the District 6 tournament. Day number 3, should be day number 2 technically. Leading off against Andrew Duham will be Ryan Matthews, Tim Mayer on deck, and back to the top of the lineup of Nick Shotsky. Ryan Matthews on Monday versus the Sox went 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts and a walk. Duham fires home and ball 1 in the dirt to start off the top of the third inning. 1 hit, 1 walk so far in favor of Gardner. Here's the 1-0 from Duham, lined foul to left, and it's in play underneath the glove of Devin Johnson. He just pulled it up too early. Looking at that one, I believe it's an error for Devin Johnson. That will go down as an E5. Too early on for Hillsborough Central Valley. Magnuson is on. Matthews is on after the E5. Brings on Tim Mayer.
Pretty good start here for Gardner here now. I bet they're going to be looking here now to, capitalize on those errors.
Only a 1-run game. Close-knit game on Monday. Pickoff play. Hebel does not apply the tag in time. Back safely is Matthews. Mayer on Monday, 0 for 3 and 3 strikeouts. The golden sombrero for Mayer, Aaron Johnson, had his number. First pitch, and a bunt put up in the air, and Belials races towards it but can't find it. It's 0-1. We've seen quite a few bunt attempts early on in this game. One by Braden Walsh, and now one right there. These two teams know each other very well, so they are willing to find any way to push runs across the plate. 0-1, Duham checks over again on Matthews, dives back safely. 2 errors on Hillsborough Central Valley to 1 error by Gardner. 0-1 from Duham, bunt put down this time. Picked up by Duham, he fires to first himself, and that's all they'll get. It goes 1-3. Mayer did his job. He's out, but a runner in scoring position with 1 down.
Pretty good bunt right there. I mean, couldn't have placed that any perfectly. He did his job, just advanced the runner, and now he'll probably get some high fives in the dugout.
When you know a team so well, you play them 4 times now. You take any chance you get, and you keep it as close as possible. It will be as close as possible, more than likely. That one's outside to Shotsky, 1-0. It was 2-1, then 2-2, then 3-2, eventually 5-3 on Monday. Hillsborough Central Valley did not lead until that 5th inning on Monday against Gardner. 1-0 count from Duham. Tushatsky gets away from Peyton Belials. Racing towards third is Matthews, and a wild pitch, fastball, gets past Belials. 2-0 is the count on Shatsky.
And I mean, just look at that. I mean, he got the bunt over, now he's standing on third because of it.
Exactly what he needed. 1 out still, 90 feet away from tying the game. Enfield comes in, especially Devin Johnson at third, Aaron Johnson at short. Here's a 2-0 fouled off the mask of Peyton Belials, 2-1. Jacob Larson's on deck. Keegan Neva in the hole. He has the lone hit for Gardner back in the first. He was thrown out, however, on a stolen base attempt. Here's a 2-1 from Duham. Deals it in for strike 2, swinging 2-2. Chasky did strike out swinging. That was on a 1-2 count back in the first. Now he faces 2-2, hitting for contact, a man 90 feet away from the plate to tie this one up.
Just needs to put the ball in play here.
Duham has it put in play right to second. Walsh picks it up, fires the Hebel, but it's an RBI ground out, goes 4-3, and a brand new ball game anew, 1-1. Shotsky does come through in that 4-3 putout. Finds the RBI. Matthews scores, 1-1 ball game.
Looks like small ball will be the approach for both of these teams so far today. I mean, you're getting a lot of stealing attempts, and you're getting a lot of bunts, and just relying on a lot of defense.
This one taken for strike 1, off-speed pitch to Larson, 0-1 count. That run goes unearned since Matthews reached via E5. Duham's 0-1 golfed over to third, picked by Devin Johnson. One hop, throws the Hebel. Nice stretch in time for the third and final out of the top of the third. But in the inning, 1 error, sack bunt put down, and a ground out to Braden Walsh. Scores via Nick Shatsky's ground out, putting Matthews across the plate at the end of 2.5. It's a new ball game, 1-1 between Gardner and Hillsborough Central Valley. We head to the bottom of the third, still knotted up on the Tim Cassette seat sale scoreboard.
Summer is a time for enjoying the outdoors and having fun in the warm weather. American Crystal Sugar reminds you of some tips to keep you safe during the summertime. When working or playing in the hot weather, be sure to stay hydrated. Take extra breaks and drink lots of water. Use sunscreen and apply frequently. Wear light, loose-fitting clothing. Wear sunglasses to protect your eyes. And if possible, wear a wide-brim hat to bring more shade cover. Never leave children or pets alone in vehicles. Summer safety reminders from American Crystal Sugar Company. You may know that Big Tex Trailers already offers you industry-leading features like mega ramps, HD suspension, and the all-new hydraulic dovetail. Every time you hook on, know that your Big Tex is up for the job. See Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough to find out what owning a Big Tex can do for you. Shop the full line of Big Tex products from ATV trailers to goosenecks to dump trailers and more. Visit your Big Tex dealer, Bloomfield Enterprises, Hillsborough. Contact him at 701-430-0877.
Tied up at 1 between Hillsborough Central Valley and Gardner on the Tim Cassette seat sale scoreboard. Bottom of the third, we'll see Braden Walsh, Cole Hebel, Aaron Johnson guaranteed for the Blue Sox. Metzger still on the mound. His first pitch down in the dirt for ball 1 against Walsh. Walsh earlier today, 0 for 3 against Oak Grove, a run scored. He also walked in that game. The lefty-lefty matchup, make it 1-1 after that one down the middle. Hebel's on deck. He walked in his last appearance, has plenty of power. Bottom of the third, make it 2-1 out of the zone. Metzger pitched earlier this morning in their elimination game for Gardner. That one's high. 3 balls, 1 strike on Braden Walsh. Metzger pitched 3 innings. That was against Hatton Northwood, a 10-7 decision in favor of the Express. This one down the middle, run it full. Walsh runs it back, battles back, looks for a payoff pitch. To Walsh in the dirt, 5-pitch walk. Leadoff walk on the full count pitch. Second issue today, now third by Metzger. Cole Hebel steps in, and he walked in the bottom of the first. He went 2 for 2 earlier today with a home run and a double. He takes a ball 1 high. That was a 2-run shot by Hebel to right center field and a 2-run double to center. He also scored 2 runs of his own. This one in the dirt downstairs, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Hebel walked as well in the previous game. 2-0. Excuse me. Thank you, Preston. 2-1.
See if he can battle back here now. After falling down 2-0.
Walsh at first after the leadoff walk. Nobody out. 2-1 count on its way in the dirt.
Seems to be having an issue finding his control a little bit here in this inning. After walking the first guy.
Metzger has 3 walks. Now he falls behind 3-1, not doing himself any favors. Only 1 run given up, unearned. 3-1 on its way. That finds the zone. Hebel already took 2 steps towards first, and it runs full. Aaron Johnson on deck. Metzger back on the rubber in the stretch. Eyes Walsh at first. Now a kick and deal home. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 1 today. First K of the day for Metzger. And there's 1 down with a man on first.
He did a great job battling back and getting that strikeout.
And that is clutch and huge. It's early on, but to take out Cole Hebel, who has been red hot this entire tournament, his first strikeout of the tourney. Brings on Aaron Johnson. He's 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And he flies to left now. This one's deep. It's got a chance. It is gone. Aaron Johnson sees Cole Hebel's 2-run bomb earlier today, and he raises him a 2-run bomb of his own, and it is now 3-1 Hillsborough Central Valley.
The slugfest continues for Hillsborough.
2-run shot out to left field. Didn't have a chance of being cut as soon as it came off the bat. 3-1. That scores Walsh. Walsh has scored on 2 home runs today. 3-1 on the Tim Gazette seed sale scoreboard. 1 out, bases cleared now for Andrew Doolum, who's 0 for 1 with a ground out to short in a second. Metzger kicks and hits the zone for 0-1. Tie is quickly broken after it was just tied up in the second. And now 1 on the backside for Doolum. He wears it with pride and he takes it to first. Now Metzger might be getting a little shaky. Coach Nick Nelson's going to talk to him, his first hit batter of this ball game. We'll take a break with the meeting of the minds at the mound. 3-1 ball game, Hillsborough Central Valley on top of Gardner on the Tim Gazette seat sale scoreboard.
At the City of Hillsborough, we're here to power the moments of summer. Whether you're spending the afternoon at the pool, taking in extra innings at the ballgame, or lighting up the backyard barbecue. The City of Hillsborough works behind the scenes to power all of summer's special moments. We hope you enjoy them all as we continue to provide safe, reliable, and affordable electricity. The City of Hillsborough, we power on.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsborough. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsborough. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards, plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey swatch autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. They're open Saturdays 10 to 5. Call anytime 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsborough.
You can count on Beth Teagues at Hankinson Insurance to be a team player. Beth has over 30 years of experience as an independent agent. She can match each client with the company that offers the best fit for their unique personal and commercial auto, home, farm, business, crop, hail, and life insurance needs. Auto owners, Farmers Alliance, Grinnell Mutual, Northwest GF Mutual, Progressive, State Auto, and others. Call Hankinson Insurance at 701-242-7822. Best of luck to all area teams and players.
Jack Metzger pitches 2 1/3 today, ends his pitch count at 56, gives up 3 runs, 1 earned. Make it 2 earned after that blast by Aaron Johnson. On the mound now is Aaron Busnick. Moving to center is Metzger. Ryan Matthews still in right, and Nick Shatsky moves from center to left. Devin Johnson steps in for 1 man on base. That's Doolum after being hit on the backside. Johnson 0 for 1. He grounded the third. Runner thinks about it. Holds up. Ball 1 in the dirt. Doolum stays on the base paths. Does not get a courtesy runner. 3-1 ball game. HCV on top of Gardner. Tim Cassette seat sale scoreboard. 1-0 is outside. Make it 2-0. Big lead at first by Doolum. Busnick kicks and fires. That one below the knees. 3-0 is the count.
Looks like the ump behind the plate might have tightened up his zone a little bit.
Busnick, quick pickoff move over the first, and a dive, and he tried to get out of the way. Pickoff attempt. Busnick finds the out and froze up Doolum.
We've seen a lot of those.
I believe we've seen at least 3.
3 or 4 at least.
I've already seen Peyton Belials behind the dish. Or excuse me. Yes, Peyton Belials behind the dish find a pick off. This one, Sweet Chin Music, and it's ball 4. That's the first walk issued by Busnick. Second walk of this inning. First one was by Walsh. He scored in that 2-run smash to left by Aaron Johnson. Again, Lemke steps in with a 1 for 1 so far. 0-1 is the count after that. Lemke line to left in his last at-bat. 0-1 count. 2 outs. Man at first. This one just misses. 1-1. Lemke the hero on Monday versus the Express. That 2-run double. The 1-1 on its way, high and a bit outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the 2-1 now. Swung on, no contact. 2-2. Johnson at first. After the walk on 4 straight pitches. Even count, 2-2 on its way to Lemke. Pops it up. Should get out of play. It will. Right behind the HCV dugout. Will do it again. That 2-2 with 2 outs. 3-1 ball game. Hillsborough Central Valley putting 2 across the board here in the bottom of the third. Busnick's 2-2 to Lemke. Foul tipped into the dirt. And once again, 2-2. Alec Magnuson's on deck. Gavin Belisle is in the hole for Hillsborough Central Valley. Busnick with a methodical pace. Comes set. Ready for the 2-2 once again. This one cracked up the middle, but right into the glove of Neva at short, and inning is over. However, 1 hit, 2 walks, 2 runs, a 2-run blast to left field by Aaron Johnson gives Hillsborough Central Valley the lead. Go ahead in the bottom of the third on the Tim Cassette Seat Sale scoreboard. We've played 3 with HCV on top on YourLiveEvent.com. Be right back after this.
The service from Hillsborough Dairy is fantastic. It is reliable and the products are quality and fresh. Milk products delivered right to your door like we do at our home. Milk products, juices, cheese products, cream products, yogurt, cottage cheese, butter, margarine, non-dairy items, frozen entrees, frozen chickens, seafood, frozen soup, fettings, bread, bakery boy, frozen doughs, frozen appetizers, all available from Hillsborough Dairy, delivering right to your door. Call the Udder Guy, 701-436-5877.
Every business has its special needs and its own unique set of challenges. That's why we treat your business just like ours, to make sure you are covered right. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and our agents have seen it all, and one slip-up can take a small business years to recover from. That's why it's so important for a small business to work with an insurance company that can save them money but also make sure they are protected. If you own a small business, we would like to work for you. Go to IrieInsurance.com to find a local agent near you.
3-1 ball game in favor of Hillsborough Central Valley over Gardner in this win-or-go-home matchup. The 4th time the Express and the Blue Sox have clashed horns this summer. 3-0 in favor of the Sox. We're in the top of the 4th. Andrew Doom still on the mound for HCV. In this inning, he will face Jacob Larson, Keegan Neva, and Jack Metzger. Larson comes in 0 for 1, grounded out to second in his last at-bat. Just an hour ago, Mayport CG took care of Thompson in the winner's bracket, 11-5 in favor of the Pats. First pitch up high, 1-0 to up high to Neva, that is. So Neva, Metzger, Cam Van Wetchel. Takes ball 2 down in the zone, 2-0. Neva singled and was thrown out later in the first inning. 1 for 1 on the day. 2-0 from Doom. That one finds the mark. 2-1. Doom works quickly. Nobody out. Leadoff hitter is Neva. This one outside. 3 balls, 1 strike. Infield about straight up. The outfield at a moderate distance. 3 balls, 1 strike. The count from Doom to Neva. That one paints the zone, dropped by Belisle's. Nonetheless, it's run full at 3-2. Two strikeouts so far for Doom. 1 walk. His payoff pitch on its way to Keegan Neva, and he steps off the rubber. Now back on. Neva steps back in, 3-2. Payoff on the way. This one, a little tapper right into the glove of Devin Johnson at third for a first out liner. Liner to third base. 1 for 2 is Neva. Brings on Jack Metzger. He's 0 for 1. With a pop and a fly out to left in the second. Doom kicks and deals high and outside to the lefty Metzger. On deck is Cam Van Wetchel. 3-1 ball game. Doom's 1-0. Check swing. Make it 2-0. Metzger doesn't pull the trigger. Gets a sign, nods, kicks, fires the home. That's on the inside corner. Make it 2-1. 1 out, top of the 4th. Sun is just behind the clouds on this humid day, about 82 degrees. 2-1 is up high, 3 balls, 1 strike. HCV 2-1 in this tournament. The 1 loss to Mayport CG, 13-3 on Tuesday. 3 balls, 1 strike in the dirt. A 1-out walk issued by Andrew Duham, his second today, and it puts Metzger at first base. Van Wetchel steps in. He owns the other walk, the first walk issued by Duham. That occurred in the top of the second. That was on a 3-1 count. Van Wetchel steps in from the right side, number 17. Modest lead at first, now a bit bigger. Big rip, no contact. 0-1 on Van Wetchel. Comes from the stretch, quick pickoff move from Duham, not in time. Quick reflexes by Metzger. We've seen Aaron Johnson with that similar pickoff move. He took care of Metzger on Monday. Gets the sign he likes. Now he goes back for another pickoff move, trying to recreate that moment from Monday's contest. Still an 0-1 count right now on Van Wetchel.
Doing a pretty good job at keeping him honest over there.
0-1, make it 0-2. Foul tip back. 3-1 ball game, courtesy of a 2-run blast by Aaron Johnson. Back in the bottom of the third. Broke a 1-1 tie. Here's the 0-2 from Duham. And a hesitant swing from Van Wetchel. Looks like we have a 4 put out. Braden Walsh took it himself. Was looking for a 4-3 double play. But Van Wetchel with the long, lengthy strides is to first safely. It was 4 unassisted. Van Wetchel's 0 for 1. Carter Oslin steps on. He struck out looking in the second. That takes Metzger off the base paths. Duham's first offering high. Nice snag by Peyton Maliles up high. 1-0. On deck, Busnick, the current pitcher and relief for Metzger. Pickoff attempt once again from Duham, and back in time is Van Wetchel. We're at Northern Cass School. Derek Zimmerman-Geyer, Preston DeVille. Technically day number 3 of the District 6 Legion Baseball Tournament. Down in the dirt to Oslin. 1 ball, 1 strike. Or excuse me, 2-0. Duham gets a sign, nods. Comes home on the 2-0. Make it 2-1 now on the swing, no contact. 2 outs. 1 man on in a 2-run ball game. 2 teams who know each other very well this summer. 2-1, 2-2, another rip. And again, coming up empty is Oslin. Two outs, 2-2 the count, 1 man on. Man steps off the rubber. It says 3-1. Did that swing not go across the plate? Did he hold up on that one?
He must have.
Duham checks, goes home. Grounded to third. Devin Johnson plays on a hop. Goes to Walsh at second for the 5-4 play to retire of a side in the inning for Gardner. No hits, no walks. Excuse me, 1 walk, 1 left on for the Express. 2 left on for this game so far for Gardner. And we head to the bottom of the 4th. Still, Hillsborough Central Valley on top, 3-1 on the Tim Kazant seat sale scoreboard.
RDK Enterprises, Hillsboro and Drayton announces their summer discounts and programs are now available. Contact RDK Enterprises, Hillsboro and Drayton for more details, 701-636-2119, or visit them at their locations. It's time to start thinking about Plant 22. Your precision planting dealer, RDK Enterprises, Hillsboro and Drayton. Summer programs and discounts now available. It pays to plant with precision.
Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsboro. For when you need repair work done on your vehicle, need an oil change, need new tires, or tire repair, visit Sorum Oil Company in Hillsboro. They fill LP tanks, bulk delivery of your home heating or farm fuels, and carry batteries. Call your locally owned full-service gas station, Sorum Oil Company in Hillsboro, 701-636-5356. Brad, Jody, and Blake Sorum thank you for your business, and they look forward to continue serving you at Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsboro.
Bottom half of the inning for Hillsboro Central Valley here in the fourth, 3-1 ball game in favor of the Blue Sox over the Gardner Express. We'll see Alec Magnuson, Gavin Belials, and Peyton Belials. Magnuson leads off with a walk to his credit. Earlier in the second inning, he takes ball one. He walked on a full count. Back in the second, Magnuson has gone deep twice in this tournament. He won't go deep on a leadoff, but he will line it on a grounder to the left field past a diving Keegan Neva for a leadoff single. Looks like Alec Magnuson, he doesn't pull it over the fence, but he pulls it to left field on a grounder. And once again, Magnuson leads off an inning with a hit for the third time this tournament. And a throw over at first, Magnuson was not paying attention. He's picked off by Busnick, and just as quickly as he got there, he is gone, one out in the bottom of the fourth.
Gardner doing a really good job being disciplined with guys on base. I mean, that's what, 2 pickoffs now, and they got Belials over at third on a bunt.
That's right, 2 for Gardner. First pitch to Peyton Belials, called strike one. We've seen many plays like that this tournament. Busnick gathers, deals in the dirt, 1-1. As I was saying, though, Magnuson, 3 times he's led off an inning, and he started it with a hit. This one just not over the fence. This one misses. 2 balls, 1 strike. Busnick kicks, fires. This one out to center field. It will drop in no man's land on right center, and it might be a leadoff double. Belials will stretch it to a double, and he is out off the throw from right field. Ryan Matthews with the assist. That one goes 9-4, I believe 9-6 on the assist. And Peyton Belials tried to stretch out a double and is erased.
Belials continues to just have bad luck on the base pass. I mean, that was a perfect throw from right field out there.
Brings on Peyton Belials. Belials in a 1-1 count. Two outs. 2 runners thrown out on the base paths. Makes it 1-2 after that one taken by Peyton. Many pickoffs and many assists between these two teams. Here's the 1-2 in the dirt. Mayer corrals that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So Gavin Belials tries to stretch out to a double. I was ahead of myself to Peyton. 2-2, 2 outs. The Peyton swing, no contact. He struck him out. And a pickoff and assist equal a 3-up, 3-down inning for Gardner. Busnick still trails 3-1. We head to the top of the 5th inning. 3-1, Hillsboro Central Valley on top of Gardner on the Tim Cassette seat sale scoreboard.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
Doom on the mound, pitching one-hit baseball right now, up 3-1 on the Tim Kazant seat sale scoreboard over Gardner. Top of the 5th inning. Due up for the Express, Aaron Busnick, Ryan Matthews, Tim Mayer. Any of them get on, Nick Shatsky back at the top of the lineup. Busnick today is 0 for 1 with a pop out to second base. 2 singles in the last inning for Hillsborough Central Valley, but a pickoff by Busnick and an assist by Ryan Matthews out and right on Gavin Belials, trying to stretch a single into a double, turn it into a 3-up, 3-down inning. And this one lined to left field. First pitch swing by Busnick puts him on to lead off the inning.
Getting a pretty loud yell from the dugout.
Starting off the 5th inning in a big way. In the inning that we are in right now, the 5th, has proven big for Hillsborough Central Valley as the Blue Sox have either broken a tie or taken a lead in their past, or 2 out of 3 games in this tournament.
Let's see if Gardner can
return the favor.
Return the favor a little bit.
That's taking ball 1 high by Ryan Matthews. Second hit for Gardner, other one owned by Neva. Matthews reached on an error at third. Throw over by Boehm. Newham to Hebel at first, not in time. 1-0 on Matthews. Waiting patiently. Playing in at third is Devin Johnson on the grass. Aaron Johnson a bit deep in the hole at short. And a bunt put down, and it's pushed to the right side. Perfect bunt, and it teeters to the line, and it's thrown away by Doom. He could have let that go. Now racing around third, and coming and being held up at third is Busnick. Ending up at second is Matthews. Doom could have let that one teeter over the foul line at first. Instead, he picks it up and throws it in the right field. With an error by the pitcher, the third committed today by Hillsborough Central Valley.
I mean, who knows? Maybe that would have stayed in. I mean, that was a perfect bunt down the right sideline.
Totally had Devin Johnson the opposite way. Johnson charged in, and a beauty of a bunt by Ryan Matthews.
And the small ball continues to work for Gardner.
Tim Mayer, with 2 men on in scoring position, takes ball 1 down in the zone. Perfect opportunity at the top of the lineup coming up here in the top of the 5th. 2 men on in scoring position, nobody out for Gardner to work with. Doolum comes home on the 1-0. That's up high, 2 balls, no strikes.
Good old, now if Gardner can find a gap here, they'd be sitting pretty well.
Mayer is officially 0 for 0. He had a sac bunt back in the third that eventually helped the run come across. Here's the 2-0 from Doolum. Way outside, 3-0. Paint Belials twirling for that one. Throw gets away from Doolum. He has to dive for that one. And it's all sorts of chaotic here at Northern Cass High School. 3 balls, no strikes on Tim Mayer, the catcher. The 9-hole hitter has something to work with 2 steaks on the grill. Does he have the sauce? Probably has a. Now he has the bunt down. He brings it back. No green light. 3-1 is the count. Now you can say a bomb's away if you're Coach Nick Nelson and company. 3-1, Doolum stares in, shakes off one, nods to the other side. Nobody out, Doolum kicks, fires, and it gets past Belials, and everyone stays put. It took a nice bounce off the umpire's chest plate. Ball 4, the bags are packed for Gardner here in the top of the 5th. It's Duham's third walk this game. Will converge on the infield of Nathan Walsh at the mound. We'll take a quick break, see if Duham's going to stay in. 3-1 ball game. Tim Kazette, Seat Sale Scoreboard.
Summer is a time for enjoying the outdoors and having fun in the warm weather. American Crystal Sugar reminds you of some tips to keep you safe during the summertime. When working or playing in the hot weather, be sure to stay hydrated, take extra breaks, and drink lots of water. Use sunscreen and apply frequently. Wear light, loose-fitting clothing. Wear sunglasses to protect your eyes. And if possible, wear a wide-brim hat to bring more shade cover. Never leave children or pets alone in vehicles. Summer safety reminders from American Crystal Sugar Company. You may know that Big Tex Trailers already offers you industry-leading features.
Looks like Nathan Walsh and company are done, and Andrew Duham stays on the mound with the bags absolutely juiced for Gardner. 3 on, nobody out for the Express. Matthews at second, Busnick at first, and Mayer, who just reached on a walk, he will be ran for by Aaron Magno. Number 20 steps on at first base, brings up Nick Shotsky at the top of the lineup.
Couldn't ask for a better situation here by Gardner. I mean, bases loaded, no outs, can't get much better than that.
Haskey, big rip, no contact, absolutely raring to go. Chomping at the bits for that one. Down 3-1 on the Tim Gazette Seat Sale scoreboard. Johnson's near the grass at third, Devin Johnson. 0-1 from Duham. 0-2, he fans him right there for a second straight time. 0-2 is the count against Shotsky. Outfield is playing moderately deep. Lemke, the deepest it looks like. 0-2 to Shotsky, bounces in the dirt. Nice catch, nice bounce. Off the chest plate of Peyton Belials, he knocks it down. 1-2 is the count. 0-2, Shotsky, he struck out in the first and grounded to second and the third. 1-2, Duham shakes off once more, gets the nod, and he'll come home with the 1-2 to Shotsky. Bases loaded. That one right down the pipe. Called strike 3 for the first out. 0-3 Shotsky brings on Jacob Larson. Bags still loaded. 3-1 ball game.
I mean, that's exactly what he needed right there. He needed a strikeout.
Now, 0-2 is Larson, somebody that Duham would like to see. He has his number so far in this ball game. Third time around, however, he kicks and fires to Larson, who takes a first pitch swing, and it's fouled off the plate in the box. 0-1. Everyone jumping towards that one. Peyton Belial is the first off his haunches. Looks like Devin Johnson still close to the grass on the infield. Aaron Johnson in the normal position at shortstop, and Brendan Walsh deep at second. Here's the 0-1. Larson takes strike 2 looking.
If you're Hillsborough, you're definitely looking for a double play ball here.
We have, it says 2 outs. We have 1 out in this inning. It's 0-1.
That has to be incorrect. I think there's only 1 out.
Yeah, there's only 1 out. 0-1. Now make it 0-2. To the right side, popped up Hebel on his high horse, and he tries to make a Billy Mays catch. And it off of his glove. Tried to make it Willie Mays style, and drops off, and it's still 0-2 on Jacob Larson. I said Billy Mays, I'm thinking of the cleanup guy. Willie Mays type of style catch. It's still 0-2, 1 out. Bags are still packed. On Jacob Larson, he's 0-2. Duham nods, now fires home, and just down in the dirt. Check the swing, appeal, no, 1-2. Keegan Neva's on deck. He has a base knock to his name. Half of the Express's hits in this game, only 2 so far. 1-2 count, Duham to Jacob Larson. And he goes and waves at that one. Strike 3 swinging with the bases loaded. Back-to-back Ks for Andrew Duham. 2 down here in the top of the 5th.
If anyone was wondering what Gardner can't afford to do, it's just like that right here. Can't go into bases loaded and strike out 2 times in a row.
They have 2 men left on base already. Keegan Neva steps in with a 1-for-2 outing so far. Duham kicks, fires to Neva, puts it up on the infield and right to Cohebel. Braden Walsh calls him off, and he corrals the ball. 3 left on for Gardner. They strand the bases loaded, and Hillsborough Central Valley comes out unscathed. In the inning, 1 single, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, 3 left on. We go to the bottom of the 5th, playing 4.5. Hillsborough Central Valley leads Gardner 3-1 on the Tim Cassette CSL scoreboard.
HD suspension and the all-new hydraulic dovetail. Every time you hook on, know that your Big Tex is up for the job. See Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough to find out what owning a Big Tex can do for you. Shop the full line of Big Tex products from ATV trailers to goosenecks to dump trailers and more. Visit your Big Tex dealer, Bloomfield Enterprises, Hillsborough. Contact Tim at 701-430-0877.
At the City of Hillsborough, we're here to power the moments of summer. Whether you're spending the afternoon at the pool, taking in extra innings at the ball game, or lighting up the backyard barbecue, the City of Hillsborough works behind the scenes to power all of summer's special moments. We hope you enjoy them all as we continue to provide safe, reliable, and affordable electricity. The City of Hillsborough, we power on.
Welcome to the bottom of the 5th inning. Hillsborough Central Valley leads Gardner 3-1. Tim Cassette seats in on scoreboard. The Express just stranded 3 men on with the bags packed, struck out twice in a row, and popped up on the infield. Now we'll see Braden Walsh versus Busnick. He takes strike 1 down the middle.
Like I said, when you're Gardner, that's just something you cannot do in that situation. I mean, your bottom of the order was able to get the bases loaded, and then the top of the order strikes out 2 times in a row. That's about a worst-case scenario right there for Gardner.
Now they'll only have 6 outs to play with after HCV is done here. It's 1-1 the count. Make it 1-2. That one called at the knees of Braden Walsh. He's 0 for 1 today with a ground out and a walk and a run scored. That occurred in the 3rd inning. Swing and a miss. Down on strikes is Braden Walsh. That's Busnick's 2nd, and there's 1 down. Cole Hebel steps in. He struck out swinging on a full count in the 3rd. Walked in the 1st. Officially 0 for 1 with 1 down. Nobody on base. In the bottom of the 5th, he takes ball 1. Hebel came to this game red hot. He takes a cold swing down in the dirt right there, 1-1. A home run and a double earlier today for 3 RBIs. Next pitch is lifted to left. Shallow coming on to make the grab. Shatsky comes in, and there's 2 down. Shatsky had to race in. Hat fell off, turned on the accelerators. Nonetheless, there's 2 down for Aaron Johnson to step in and work with. Johnson, he had the 2-run blast that ended the 1-1 tie back in the 3rd inning. That scored Braden Walsh. 1 for 2 is Johnson. He takes strike 1 looking. 1 for 2, 1 run, 1 RBI. Here's the 0-1 from Busnick, and that went across the plate. It looks like they will appeal. No, first base ump says no. Johnson catches a break for a 1-1 count.
I think he got away with that a little bit right there.
That one, no chance at swinging in the dirt. 2 balls, 1 strike. Johnson 0 for 2 earlier in today's initial game for HCV. He spits on that one. 3 balls, 1 strike. That one down in the zone. 3-1 ball game. Bottom of the 5th, 2 outs. 3-1 to Aaron Johnson. Big rip. Sends it to the backboard. 3-2. Busnick in relief of Jack Metzger, who went 2 1/3, gave up 3 runs. This one misses the mark inside and high, and it's a full count walk for Aaron Johnson. 2nd walk issued by Busnik.
See if Hillsborough can continue to capitalize with 2 outs on the board.
They've made an act for that. Andrew Doolin steps in. He was hit by a pitch in his last appearance. He's 0 for 1 for ground out the short. 1 man on with 2 outs. Johnson at first, big lead. Doolin takes strike 1 looking. Devin Johnson's on deck. Pickoff attempt from Busnik, not in time. 5 walks issued by the Express pitching staff in this contest. Make it 1-1 after that ball up high here against Doolin. 1-1, off speed, misses outside, 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-run ball game. Winner moves on to tomorrow. Loser ends their summer 2021 campaign. That one inside and high. 3-1 the count here on Doolin. Busnik in danger of walking back-to-back batters. Fires, and this one shot to center. Fly ball now in right center field. And it'll be called off by Jack Metzger out in center field for the 3rd and final out of the inning. In the inning, 1 walk, 1 man left on for Hillsborough Central Valley. Still a 2-run game heading to the top of the 6th. HCV on top of Gardner, 3-1 on the Tim Gazette seat sale scoreboard.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles Hillsborough. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles Hillsborough. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey swatch autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. They're open Saturdays 10 to 5. Call anytime 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles Hillsborough.
You can count on Beth Teagues at Hankinson Insurance to be a team player. Beth has over 30 years of experience as an independent agent. She can match each client with the company that offers the best fit for their unique personal and commercial auto, home, farm, business, crop, hail, and life insurance needs. Auto owners, Farmers Alliance, Grinnell Mutual, Northwest GF Mutual, Progressive, State Auto, and others. Call Hankinson Insurance at 701-242-7822. Best of luck to all area teams and players.
Top of the 6th, 3-1 advantage Hillsborough Central Valley over Gardner. Next 3 up, due for the Express. Jack Metzger, Cam Van Wetchel, Carter Oslin. All these 3 batters, a combined 0 for 4. However, on the positive side, on the optimistic side for the Express, 2 walks in between Metzger and Van Wetchel. Metzger 0 for 1 with a fly out to left in his walk in his last appearance in the 3rd, make it the 4th. Doolin still on the mound and kicks and fires for ball 1 outside.
You know, that last half inning was what Gardner needed right here. They needed to keep that lead at 2 just so they have the ability to come back.
The deal from Doolin, swing and a foul tip into the glove of Belials, 1-1.
Because if they would have allowed 1, 2, 3 runs there, that would have put the game well out of reach, I almost think.
Doolin to the dish. Down in the zone. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-run game. Courtesy of a 2-run blast to left by Aaron Johnson in the 3rd. Here's the deal from Doolin. Foul back to the backstop. It's evened up at 2-2. These 2 teams know each other so well. Now in their 4th game played against each other this summer. HCV has beaten them 3 times in a row. Here's the 2-2 from Doolin in the dirt. Blocked nicely by Belials.
They might have beat him 3 times, but all it takes is 1 win now.
The only win that matters is this next one. 3-2 on Metzger. Doolin nods and fires the payoff pitch in the dirt, and it's a leadoff walk.
And that right there is what Gardner needs. They need to have just really good at-bats, especially at the leadoff spot.
Doolin may be laboring. He has 4 walks today. Metzger, the 2nd time, he has acquired first base via base on balls. Cam Van Wetchel steps in for 0 for 1 day. As I mentioned, he walked in the second, and he popped out to second in the fourth. He takes ball 1 high. Carter Oslin on deck. Big lead at first by Metzger. Pickoff attempt. He's got to be careful out there. He's already been picked off by the Sox squad before. Doolum doesn't have quite the pickoff move Aaron Johnson has, but still effective. But still out to a big lead from Metzger. Wide stance, throw to Van Wetchel. Pitches outside for 2-0.
This is what Gardner needs to do. They need to be able to show that they have pretty good bat eye, watch the balls that they need to watch by. And
again, the pickoff attempt, and again back safely.
yeah.
Metzger, he's got to rip a bag with that type of lead. He can't tease it as much as he is without pulling it off. 2-0, and up he goes. Belial's throw to pick off the runner, not in time. It skids into center. Racing towards third is Metzger. The throw will not be in time. He's in safely with a headfirst dive, 90 feet away from cutting the lead down to 1. Stolen base number 1 today for the Express. 1 for 1 on attempts. And then an error on the throw from Belial's. The 4th today by Hillsborough Central Valley. They only had 1 earlier today against Oak Grove. They had 5 on Tuesday against Mayport CG. It's a 3-0 count on Van Wetchel. And he's not taking any chances. He walks right there.
If they want to keep this lead, they're going to have to clean up their defense a little bit. I mean, you can't continue to be making plays like this.
5 walks.
Eventually, Gardner's going to capitalize on it.
Much to clean up. 5 walks, 4 errors, brings on Carter Oslin, who's 0 for 2, strikeout looking, and grounded out on a 5-4 put out in the 4th. Runners at the corners, nobody out. That's Metzger at third.
My guess is you'll see a steal here, and I wouldn't be surprised if Belial's is going to try closing him right here.
He went to fire away. Belial's did. He drops the ball, and back-to-back stolen bags for the Express. They're on the right part of the tracks right now on the base paths.
And here, Gardner has a chance to capitalize here again. I mean, this time you got to get runs across the board.
One swing can tie up the game. That one doesn't. It's 1-1 on Oslin. A similar position that they had with the bases loaded in the 5th inning. Here's the 1-1 from Doolum. That one misses low. 2 balls, 1 strike on Carter Oslin. Busnick awaits on deck. He has a single to his credit. Oslin takes his time outside the batter's box. Gets the sign from Coach Nick Nelson. And now a balk they're yelling for. They're going for a squeeze attempt. Metzger is in a pickle going between Belial's and Johnson. Now have a throw to Doolum. Metzger has to get on his high horse, and now he slides, falls in the dirt, and now back over, and he is tagged out by Cole Hebel. Advancing to third base is Van Wetchel.
I think the base runners might have a case right there. I think he balked there. I don't think he stepped off the bag correctly.
That's the first out, and Nick Nelson's going to plead his case to the umpire. Metzger was pleading for the balk, begging for the balk, and they are converging and discussing about it. Doolum and Belial's on the mound. Nelson and the infield umpire discussing it. Doesn't believe that they'll get the count. They don't get the call there. 2-1 is the count officially on Carter Oslin still, and there's only 1 man on. That's Van Wetchel at third with 1 out. Looks like some rain starting to come down. 2-1 from Doolum is tagged to left center field, and it's in the gap to the wall. It will be an RBI double. No, make it a single. Pumping the brakes is Oslin, but he cuts the lead down to 1. He plates Van Wetchel. It's 3-2. Sox on top of the Express for now.
Even though they got the run, I mean, that's a tough break for Gardner there. That base, with that hit, that probably would have scored both of those runners.
And most definitely would. It hit the wall, found the right gap, Nathan Walsh is going to talk to Duham, and it looks like his day is over on the mound. He goes 5 innings, doesn't record an out in the 6th. It looks like Cole Hebel heads to the dugout. It's 3-2, Hillsborough Central Valley on top of Gardner. I'll take a quick break on the Tim Cassette Seat Sales Scoreboard. Be right back after this.
The service from Hillsborough Dairy is fantastic. It is reliable and the products are quality and fresh. Milk products delivered right to your door like we do at our home. Milk products, juices, cheese products, cream products, yogurt, cottage cheese, butter, margarine, non-dairy items, frozen entrees, frozen chicken, seafood, frozen soup, fettings, bread, bakery boy, frozen doughs, frozen appetizers, all available from Hillsborough Dairy, delivering right to your door. Call the Utter Guy, 701-436-5877.
Every business has its special needs and its own unique set of challenges. That's why we treat your business just like ours, to make sure you are covered right. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and our agents have seen it all, and one slip-up can take a small business years to recover from. That's why it's so important for a small business to work with an insurance company that can save them money but also make sure they are protected. If you own a small business, we would like to work for you. Go to IrieInsurance.com to find a local agent near you.
RDK Enterprises, Hillsborough and Drayton announces their summer discounts and programs are now available. Contact RDK Enterprises, Hillsborough and Drayton for more details, 701-636-2119, or visit them at their locations. It's time to start thinking about Plant 22. Your precision planting dealer, RDK Enterprises, Hillsborough and Drayton. Summer programs and discounts now available. It pays to plant with precision.
Final stat line for Cole Hebel earlier today. He's on the mound. Final stat line for Andrew Duham. He goes 5 innings, strikes out 2, walks 5, gives up 2 runs, and he's responsible for the runner at first base after the single by Cutter Oss on the RBI poke to left center field. Busnick's at the plate now. 1 for 2 day for him. Aaron Johnson goes to first. First pitch is called strike 1 on Busnick. Get the defense reset. Aaron Johnson at first. Hebel on the mound. Andrew Duham goes to short. Devin Johnson still at third. Everyone stays put after that. 0-1, make it 0-2, called strike 2. Ryan Matthews on deck. Rain starting to come down. It's been on and off with the sprinklers all day long. The 0-2 in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Aaron Busnick. If I can find Hebel's stat line from earlier. He struck out 4 in his appearance against Oak Grove. Gets the foul tip versus Busnick right there. It's still 1-2. Hebel came in relief for Peyton Biles against Oak Grove earlier today. He came away at the W as well, as it was gridlocked in a 4-4 tie. Runner at first is Oslin. 1 out, 1-run game, 1-2, and it bounces before the plate, blocked by Belials, and Oslin stays put at first. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Peyton Belials, whether it's at short, on the mound, or at catcher, he's doing it all and is such a versatile player.
Don't forget around the bases, too.
3 stolen bags earlier today. 2-2 from Hebel. This one's lined to left in the gap once again, and it's down for a base hit. Rounding second and going to third. Throw is in time over to Devin Johnson, and he is gunned down. Gannon Lemke with the line over to Devin Johnson for the second out to erase the lead runner. Devin Johnson doing a good job dancing with Oslin there for the second out. Busnick takes second after that single. That's Busnick's second of the day, but there's 2 out with Ryan Matthews to work with, a man in scoring position at second. 3-2 ball game in this elimination game. Getting dicey, getting hairy, getting anxious. Ball 1 way high.
And Gardner still just can't seem to catch a break out there.
Gardner had the bases loaded in the 5th, had 2 on if nobody out in scoring position, and have only played it 1 so far. Big rip, no contact from Matthews. 1-1 is the count. Hebo, like I said, struck out 4 earlier today against Oak Grove. The 1-1 count with 2 outs. Hebo goes home and misses on the inside corner down low. 2 balls, 1 strike. Tim Mayer on deck. 2 outs. 1-run game in the dirt again. Belials, it skids past him, and he gets on it just in time, pounces on it, doesn't go too far away. 3 balls, 1 strike is the count. Busnick not going to chance it. Trailing by 1 with 4 outs to work with left, potentially. Here's the 3-1 from Hebo. Swing, no contact. Run it full on Matthews. Looks like the rain is starting to disperse. Payoff pitch from Hebo with 2 outs on its way to Matthews. Outside. 2-out walk. Matthews on board. Runners at second and first with 2 down. That is Hebo's first today. 3rd walk of the inning in favor of the Express. Tim Mayer steps in. He walked in his last appearance. He's officially 0 for 0 at the plate. Had a bunt in the 3rd, a sac bunt. First pitch in the dirt, picked nicely by Belials. 1-0 on Mayer.
See if Gardner can get some 2-out, can do what Hillsborough has been pretty good at, getting some 2-out runs.
A swing right here, well-placed ball, can tie it up. Hebo steps off the rubber. That's Busnick at second and Matthews at first. Busnick with the single early on. Carter Oslin had an RBI single to make it 3-2. Hebo comes home, and here's a dribbler to Hebo. He'll field it himself, and he fires almost wide of the bag in a collision between Johnson and Mayer. Johnson holds on. The inning is over. It got dicey. It got very dicey, and it got very close. Looks like there's some chit-chat going on, but at the end of the top of the 6th, 1 hit, 3 walks, plate 1 run. 2 men are left on. That's now 7 left on base for Gardner. And we head to the bottom half of the 6th. 3-2 ball game now in favor of Hillsborough Central Valley on the Tim Cassette seed sale scoreboard.
Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsborough. For when you need repair work done on your vehicle, need an oil change, need new tires, or tire repair, visit Sorum Oil Company in Hillsborough. They fill LP tanks, bulk delivery of your home heating or farm fuels, and carry batteries. Call your locally owned full-service gas station, Sorum Oil Company in Hillsborough, 701-636-5356. Brad, Jody, and Blake Sorum thank you for your business, and they look forward to continue serving you at Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsborough.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
Due up for Hillsborough Central Valley, bottom of the 6th inning. Devin Johnson, Gannon Limke, Alec Magnuson. Blue Sox lead the Gardner Express 3-2 on the Tim Cadet seat sale scoreboard. Still on the mound for the Express, Aaron Busnick, who has 2 strikeouts and 2 walks to his name. It's gotten close and dicey lately. The Express probably feel like they should be leading this game, and Hillsborough Central Valley probably feels lucky they are not trailing. Bases loaded opportunity in the 5th for the Express. Left 3 on board and just left 2 on the base paths just moments ago. Only plated 1 run after 1 hit and 3 walks. Busnick's first dish to Devin Johnson is taken for strike 1. Johnson 0-1 with a walk and a ground out. Walk in his last appearance. Takes the ball outside, 1-1. Looks like the rain will be gone for now. A little bit of an overcast. You can see some blue skies. 101 is taken for ball 2. Just a bit outside for Busnick. In relief of Jack Metzger today. Kicks and fires home. This one shot to center field. Coming on to make the diving grab out in center is Metzger to rob a base knock from Devin Johnson. And that's the type of defense you need for Gardner. They're doing it with their gloves and on the mound, on the diamond, but have squandered so many opportunities at the batter's box. Lemke takes strike 1 with 1 out.
And like I've been preaching the last few innings, if you're Hillsborough, you gotta clean up your game a little bit. I mean, Gardner will eventually have to capitalize on on these scenarios. So I mean, you gotta clean up. You gotta start throwing strikes. You gotta start getting guys out, and you gotta start making plays.
Count runs to 1-2 on Lemke with 1 out. Especially when HCV has committed 4 errors, you got to take advantage of that. 1-2 from Busnick, skids away.
But I mean, I also have to give kind of some props to Hillsborough. I mean, they're able to kind of go through the adversity and be able to come out of things unscathed, like especially that bases loaded with no outs. I mean,
that's what good teams do. A chopper up to Neva, twirling play, the throw not in time. Nice effort from Neva to get a hold of that one, but it's an infield single by Gannon Lemke of 1 out. Lemke's 2 for 3 today. Alec Magnuson steps in with a 1-for-1 outing. A walk and a single, the walk in the second, single in the fourth. Magnuson 2 home runs in the tournament. Swing, no contact, 0-1.
Definitely looked like he was swinging for a third one right there.
And he's chomping out the bits for sure. His 2 shots led off those respective innings. That one's in the dirt. Mayer was sitting on it like an egg. Finds it, 1-1. Gavin Belial's on deck. He was thrown out, trying to stretch a single to a double last time in the fourth. Small lead at first base by Lemke. 1-1 to Magnuson. Is shot to center once again. Metzger gets on it, and it quickly retires Magnuson, 2 down. Jack Metzger busy. After he started today on the mound, he's busy out in center as well. Gavin Belials, as I said, reached on an error and technically reached base, but was thrown out at second after his single to right. He steps in against Busnick, takes the first offering right at the numbers, 0-1. 3-2 ball game, bottom of the 6th inning, 2 outs. Man at first is Gannon Lemke. He goes off for a second. Throw from Mayer is not in time. It goes into center, but it's backed up by Metzger. Johnny on the spot, still on base. Number 1, I believe, for Hillsborough Central Valley.
A good spot here now for Hillsborough. They have a chance to capitalize on maybe get a quick insurance run, which would be huge going into the top of the 7th.
1-1 count to Belials. Pops it up. Should be playable at third. And a nice dive on the infield. Oh, baby. Carter Oslin laying out for it. Gets helped up by Neva. Gets a few pats on the side. And he and Jack Metzger lay out and commit some absolute web gems here in the bottom of the 6th, robbing Hillsborough Central Valley of any more insurance. At the end of 6, HCV on top of Gardner, 3-2. We head to the potential last 3 outs of the ball game on the Tim Kazant Seat Sale scoreboard.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
Summer is a time for enjoying the outdoors and having fun in the warm weather. American Crystal Sugar reminds you of some tips to keep you safe during the summertime. When working or playing in the hot weather, be sure to stay hydrated. Take extra breaks and drink lots of water. Use sunscreen and apply frequently. Wear light, loose-fitting clothing. Wear sunglasses to protect your eyes. And if possible, wear a wide-brim hat to bring more shade cover. Never leave children or pets alone in vehicles. Summer safety reminders from American Crystal Sugar Company.
Welcome back to potentially the final half frame of the ball game. Top of the seventh, 3-2 is the lead for HCV over Gardner. Hebel on the mound, taking on the top of the order for Gardner. Nick Shatsky takes ball one, just a bit outside. He's 0 for 3 in the first three batters for the Express are a combined 1 for 9. That one's a hair high 1-1, or now 2-0.
But hey, might mean that they're due for some hits now at the top of the order.
The top of the order did strand. The bases loaded back in the fifth. That one's at the knees. 2-1. Shatsky did strike out looking, followed up by Jacob Larson, who's on deck, who struck out swinging in the fifth. This one's fouled off, out of play, evened up at 2-2. Not the ideal stretch from your 1 to 3 hitters, 1 for 9 combined. Nod from Hebel, kicks, fires. This one, dribbler to Walsh, charges to Johnson in time for the first out. Oh for 4, Shatsky may finish. After that ground out, brings on Jacob Larson. 0 for 2, 0 for 3 make it a strikeout, pair of groundouts. One down, 2 outs away from keeping the season alive for Hillsborough Central Valley. Cole Hebel deals to Larson for ball one. These two teams, now 4 games played, all in favor of HCV so far. 1-0 from Hebel is blooped to right, but out of play and way foul into the tree line, 1-1. Little jam shot, it sounded like. 1-1 the count. Hebel stands tall, stares in, and sends it home on the 1-1 count. That just missed inside the zone. 2-1. Keegan Neva on deck. A 1 for 3 day, but that single came back in the first. 2-1 from Hebel. This one lined back to Hebel. He'll take it himself and toss to Johnson. 2 outs and 1 away. 1-3 it goes. And your first 2 batters are combined 0 for 4. It brings on the 1 for 3 Neva. As mentioned, if Neva gets on, Jack Metzger is on deck. Heba deals. First pitch strike. Whoever wins this game takes on Thompson tomorrow at 1 p.m. back here in Northern Cass. Fouled off, and it's 0-2 quickly. Cole Hebel, 4 strikeouts in relief earlier today in Game 1 against Oak Grove. 1 so far. He has an 0-2 count. 2 outs here against Keegan Neva. This one's lined to short. Going to be picked up, played by in time, and it's thrown to the fence. And that goes as an error on the shortstop, E6, by Andrew Duham, who did not start today at shortstop. He started on the mound. There's a man on with 2 outs.
And they got life now.
5 errors by Hillsborough Central Valley, yet they lead by 1 run. This matches their error total from Tuesday against Mayport CG, and that game ended 13-3 in favor of the Patriots. Jack Metzger, 0 for 1 officially. 2 walks to his credit. Bats from the left side. Takes strike 1 right at the knees. A narrow call there in favor of Hebel. 0-1, 2 outs.
Be interesting to see what they do here over there at first. Are they going to send them? Are they going to maybe do a hit and run situation?
No hit and run right there. Outside for 1-1. Checking out the outfield. Looks like out and right. Rage is playing moderately deep. Same for Lemke, and Belial's about medium and center. 1-1, make it 1-2. Metzger down to his final strike. Gardner down to its final out. Man at first is Neva after the error. Hebel comes set. The 1-2 on its way. Swing and a miss! Cole Hebel slams the door shut and puts this ball game in the books. Hillsborough Central Valley will play another game. The Blue Sox will take on Thompson tomorrow to decide who will play Mayport CG in the championship game in the District 6 Legion Baseball Tournament. Your final score on the Tim Kazant seat sale scoreboard. Hillsborough Central Valley 3, Gardner 2. Cole Hebel comes in, finds the save. A W and a save today in respective games for Cole Hebel. And HCV is still alive. We'll take a break and come back for a post-game recap. Don't go anywhere. You are watching YourLiveEvent.com.
You may know that Big Tex Trailers already offers you industry-leading features like mega ramps, HD suspension, and the all-new hydraulic dovetail. Every time you hook on, know that your Big Tex is up for the job. See Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough to find out what owning a Big Tex can do for you. Shop the full line of Big Tex products from ATV trailers to goosenecks to dump trailers and more. Visit your Big Tex dealer, Bloomfield Enterprises, Hillsborough. Contact him at 701-430-0877.
At the City of Hillsborough, we're here to power the moments of summer. Whether you're spending the afternoon at the pool, taking in extra innings at the ball game, or lighting up the backyard barbecue, the City of Hillsborough works behind the scenes to power all of summer's special moments. We hope you enjoy them all as we continue to provide safe, reliable, and affordable electricity. The City of Hillsborough, we power on.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsborough. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsborough. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards, plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey swatch autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. They're open Saturdays 10 to 5. Call anytime 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsborough.
You can count on Beth Teagues at Hankinson Insurance to be a team player. Beth has over 30 years of experience as an independent agent. She can match each client with the company that offers the best fit for their unique personal and commercial auto, home, farm, business, crop, hail, and life insurance needs. Auto owners, Farmers Alliance, Grinnell Mutual, Northwest GF Mutual, Progressive, State Auto, and others. Call Hankinson Insurance at 701-242-7822. Best of luck to all area teams and players.
The service from Hillsborough Dairy is fantastic. It is reliable and the products are quality and fresh. Milk products delivered right to your door like we do at our home. Milk products, juices, cheese products, cream products, yogurt, cottage cheese, butter, margarine, non-dairy items, frozen entrees, frozen chicken, seafood, frozen soup, fettings, bread, bakery boy, frozen doughs, frozen appetizers, all available from Hillsborough Dairy, delivering right to your door. Call the Udder Guy, 701-436-5877.
Every business has its special needs and its own unique set of challenges. That's why we treat your business just like ours, to make sure you are covered right. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and our agents have seen it all, and one slip-up can take a small business years to recover from. That's why it's so important for a small business to work with an insurance company that can save them money but also make sure they are protected. If you own a small business, we would like to work for you. Go to IrieInsurance.com to find a local agent near you.
Welcome back. It's time for our post-game breakdown on YourLiveEvent.com. As you see, Hillsborough Central Valley takes care of Gardner 3-2 on the Tim Kazant seat sales scoreboard. Dicey and spicy here on this humid but wet day at Northern Cass School in rural Hunter, North Dakota. Preston DeVille, it got very hairy at the end for Hillsborough Central Valley, but they pull it out despite committing 5 errors. 3-2. The final stat line for the Blue Sox, it runs 3 runs, 6 hits, and 5 errors committed for the Gardner Express. 2 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error. Gardner played some gosh darn good defense. Plays by Metzger in center, Oslin at third. Good relief pitching from Aaron Busnick in place of Jack Metzger on the mound. What did you see from Gardner that squandered their opportunities late in the ball game? I'm sure I know what you're going to say.
I just say their lack of hitting in clutch situations. I mean, in back-to-back innings, you had bases loaded with no outs, and your top of the order wasn't able to drive them in. And then yet again in the next inning, you had runners on 2 and 3 with no outs, and that top of the order still wasn't able to bring them in. So I'd just say the lack of hitting just all around in the clutch situations. And I mean, what did that top of the order end up going today? 1 for 12?
1 for 12. You want to count the cleanup hitter, Jack Metzger, who did have 2 walks to his credit, but at the end of the day, it's totaled up for 1 for 14 between your 1 through 4 hitters.
Yeah, I mean, you just can't have that. I mean, you just can't.
It's tough. It's tough. Gardner fought their hearts out in this tournament. Let's recap this tournament so far. Let's look ahead to our game that we'll have on yourliveevent.com for you tomorrow. Hillsborough Central Valley survives and advances one step closer to potentially playing for the gold in the District 6 Legion Baseball Tournament. They'll play at 1 p.m. tomorrow against Thompson. Thompson, the number 3 seed, started this tourney, taking care of Oak Grove 14-4, something Thompson and HCV have in common, both defeating the Lumberjacks in this tournament. Mayport CG took care of Thompson 13-3 earlier today. Before that, you saw Hillsborough Central Valley take down Oak Grove 8-5, another close ball game that came unglued in the later half of the contest. Thanks to clutch HCV hitting, this time it was just clutch pitching from the likes of Cole Hebel, who finds the save. He pitched 2 innings in relief of Andrew Duham, who goes 5. Andrew Duham's final stat line with 5 innings, 2 strikeouts, 5 walks, 2 runs, and 1 earned. Hebel in relief with 1 strikeout, 1 walk, but that's all he needed. He was dealing, and his defense, I would say, backed him up, but the 5 errors say otherwise. However, they made it work, and they beat the odds and are advancing to tomorrow. Again, your final score between the number 4 seed HCV Blue Sox 3, number 5 seed Gardner Express 2, 3-2 final score. Tim Cassette, Seed Sales Scoreboard. We'll get our post-game breakdown coming up shortly, and before that, I believe Nathan Walsh is making his way here for a post-game interview. We'll talk to the head honcho himself, Nathan Walsh, for the Blue Sox, coming up here shortly on yourliveevent.com.
RDK Enterprises, Hillsborough and Drayton announces their summer discounts and programs are now available. Contact RDK Enterprises, Hillsborough and Drayton for more details, 701-636-2119, or visit them at their locations. It's time to start thinking about Plant 22. Your precision planting dealer, RDK Enterprises, Hillsborough and Drayton. Summer programs and discounts now available. It pays to plant with precision.
Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsborough. For when you need repair work done on your vehicle, need an oil change, need new tires or tire repair, visit Sorum Oil Company in Hillsborough. They fill LP tanks, bulk delivery of your home heating or farm fuels, and carry batteries. Call your locally owned full-service gas station, Sorum Oil Company in Hillsborough, 701-636-5356. Brad, Jody, and Blake Sorum thank you for your business, and they look forward to continue serving you at Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsborough.
Welcome back to yourliveevent.com. As you can see, Nathan Walsh, Lynn's not broken. Final on the Tim Cassette Seed Sales Scoreboard, 3-2. Hillsborough Central Valley knocks off Gardner Express for the 4th straight time this summer. Coach, how do you guys do it? You guys got their number.
Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, we just had great battles with these guys. You know, I mean, we're 2 very evenly matched teams. We're both pretty young, really, overall. We don't have a lot of 18-year-olds on our team. Neither of us do. And, just gutsy kids on both sides. I mean, that the defense they play in the outfield, I haven't seen that a long time, forever. They cover ground, and so we had a lot of balls that would normally drop for singles or maybe even doubles, and they're tracking them down like nothing. And no, our kids just battled, and theirs did too. So it's one of those cliche things. You hate to see somebody almost lose that game because it's two good teams, and whoever puts the better inning together at one point in time wins it, and that's exactly what happened. So it's a heck of a game.
Talk about innings and putting things together. The Express had something put together on top of the fifth, and they came away with nothing. 3 left on, and nowhere close to coming close to a tie game. The top of the order, top 3 for the Express, a combined 1 for 12 in the leadoff position for the Express. How do you explain that and the way your guys' ability on the mound able to suppress the top of the order?
Yeah, our pitchers both did a great job, mixing things up, and Andrew was really feeling good today and on the hill and felt comfortable and confident, and he did a really good job of mixing things up. You could tell, they weren't sure if it was fastball or curveball coming, and that's what a good pitcher will do, and as a hitter you just try to adjust and do the best you can with it, and he had their number today. But then Cole comes in, and dials up the speed a little bit, and has a different angle with his arm, and it's a great 1-2 combination for us. It worked really well in our favor, and but yeah, that inning, bases loaded, and we come up with some big outs. It was crazy. Honestly, that's all you can say. It was a crazy inning, and felt really comfortable. And I thought maybe if we can go get a couple runs that next inning, that we definitely would close the door on them, but we couldn't do that, and they fought all the way to the end, and we had to do our thing to get through that one.
How much of an advantage is it to have Cole Hebel not only do his thing at the plate, he was hot Hebel so far in this tournament, but also pitching twice today, earlier this morning or early afternoon, and then coming for the save in this ball game.
Yep.
What's the advantage of having a guy like that?
Well, you love having kids like him, that work hard and put all their time into getting better, and and we have several of those guys that are like that want to get better. He's a special kid, a special swing and a nice arm, and just plays the game the right way. Plays hard and is a good kid, and it's definitely pleasant to have him. And yeah, he did his thing. Swung the bat real well, and yeah, he comes in and shuts the door on a lot of teams. You just don't see hard throwing lefties all the time, and he has an advantage in that one, and he used it.
What can you clean up for tomorrow against Thompson? To our count, I believe maybe 5 errors, something that matches Mayport CG's game on Tuesday. What's it going to be like tomorrow, and what can you clean up besides the errors?
Yeah, we have to just come in and be ready. Our energy levels are down. As far as what we've got on the inside. So, as far as having a lot of intensity and stuff, that's what we got to bring. We got to bring life. We got to just bring that life because we're tired. We played a lot of baseball in the last few days in hot weather and stuff. Whoops, sorry about that. And we've got to just come with a lot of focus. And we had 2 real good games with Thompson this year. We had just about gave them a heck of a run over at their place, and the very next day beat them at home. So it's going to be whoever comes and plays probably the cleanest game is going to win.
In fact, you guys came back from losing against Mayport CG 13-3, refound your momentum, knocked some bombs out of the ballpark. Aaron Johnson goes deep in this game, and now you have a chance to punch your ticket to the championship round tomorrow. You got to get past Thompson. Your final thoughts before you head to the semifinal round?
Yeah, again, I'm real happy with how we played today because it's tough to play twice and get 2 wins in a day like this, so especially with a game in between. And our kids just had a lot of effort, a lot of good things happened for us. So yeah, we're trying to get a good night's sleep tonight and try to come with, like I said, a lot of energy tomorrow and give Thompson everything they can handle, and hopefully we can come out on the winning side.
We'll see you at 1 p.m., Coach.
Sounds good. Thank
you
so much.
Than that.
Yeah, probably. Talk to you soon. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you, Coach Nathan Walsh. Congrats to you on the win, 3-2. We'll see you at 1, and sooner than that, his team picks up the win today, 3-2 on the Tim Gazette Seat Sale scoreboard over the Gardner Express. One more quick timeout. We'll come back with our final game breakdown and our players' game after this on YourLiveEvent.com.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, Broadband Voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
Welcome back once again to your post-game report on yourliveevent.com. Tim Kazant, seat sales scoreboard reads Hillsborough Central Valley 3, Gardner 2. Let's see how we got there for our post-game recap. Took until the bottom of the second inning for either team to strike, and it came away after a pass ball, scoring the likes of, I don't believe I marked that runner down. I believe it was Alec Magnuson who got on base and eventually came across the score. Gavin Belial also reached on an error in that bottom of the second inning. 1-0 early on in the second for HCV. Back in the top of the third, a 2-1 ball game. And, a 1-1 ball game. It's tied up thanks to a RBI ground out from Nick Shatsky. 1-1 after 2.5. We head to the bottom of the third, and deja vu all day long. The power came aplenty for HCV after a walk by Braden Walsh, 1 strikeout by Cole Hebel. Later, a 2-run blast to left center field by Aaron Johnson gave HCV the 3-1 lead, and they never looked back, eventually winning 3-2. One more run plated for Gardner Express later on after nearly squabbling an opportunity in the top of the sixth inning. They eventually did come away with 1 run after sending 7 batters to the batting box. They had the bases loaded in the top of the fifth and struck out with Shatsky and Larson back-to-back, and eventually popped out with Neva stranding 3 on the base paths, and that is how it concludes for Gardner this 2021 campaign. For the 4th straight time this summer, they have fallen to HCV. And let's see who contributed to Gardner's downfall with our players of the game. And it seems obvious, as in our earlier game, it went to our home run hitter with Magnuson and Cole Hebel. This time it has to go to the likes of Aaron Johnson, who is responsible for the break in the tie with the 2-run blast in the bottom of the third that scored him. And Walsh, our Enbridge Energy Player of the game, belongs to Aaron Johnson. Work has begun to replace Line 3, and keeping everyone safe is Enbridge's top priority. Robust COVID-19 safety rules have been established for Enbridge employees because we want everyone home safe. Learn more by visiting enbridge.com/line3.us. Here, Coach Nathan Walsh just moments ago talking about energy being down. Maybe all that energy went into the bats of Magnuson, Hebel, and Johnson, Aaron Johnson, because they powered through the wind and sent liners over the wall and brought it on for HCV in the batting department. Meanwhile, our RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the game, we'll give that to Paintball Isles, a 2-for-3 outing, and he kept the likes of Andrew Duham and Cole Hebel honest at the mound. Not too many pass balls, and just like a brick wall behind the plate, staying strong and sturdy at the catching position and keeping everything accurate and not at the backstop. Our RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the game belongs to Paintball Isles. Thank you for upgrading your planter. Visit RDK Enterprises at their locations in Hillsborough and Drayton, North Dakota to learn about available rebates and financing. RDK Enterprises, planterdoc.com. Paintball Isles and starting catcher Aaron Johnson also share the Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection after a line throw from Belials. Gunned down runner early in this game, setting the tone. Our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. Paintball Isles gunning down the Express to Aaron Johnson and setting the tone for the rest of today's elimination game. Discover local reliability you can trust. Halstead Telephone. It's how to connect. HalsteadTel.com. I believe that will do it for us today in game number 2, broadcasted on yourliveevent.com. Hillsborough Central Valley 2-0 on this Wednesday afternoon. Now turn to the evening as we are, I believe, getting past that 8:30 hour. Sun is setting somewhere behind the clouds on this rainy day. The sun has set on Gardner. They end their season with a loss to Hillsborough Central Valley for the 4th time this summer. But Hillsborough Central Valley takes on